welcome to Lady Bits Physical Therapy. Thank you so much for joining today. We have our lovely model Amanda who's joining us and donating her body, and we're going to be doing hypopressive flows. So please follow along. If anything hurts, please stop and seek out a certified low pressure fitness trainer to help you if you're having any difficulties. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the journey. Okay, so we are going to start off with a standing pose, looking at the feet. We're going to start off, feet are going to be hip width apart. So let's check this maybe just a little tiny bit closer. Good, and make sure those toes are pointed forward. Our knees are going to be slightly bent. Perfect. And then we've got to find that neutral pelvis. So I'm going to play around with our little pelvis a little bit. It's right about there. Now Amanda, when I have you right there, do you feel like you have to work a little bit here to stay there? A little, perfect, because you kind of want to feel like there's a little something happening to keep you there. And then we're going to start this first kind of easy beginner pose with the hands in this position. And I'm going to cue her by touching the backs of her hands and forearms. Please push into me, Amanda. Perfect. Feel those muscles turn on in your shoulders and keep them on even as I remove my hands. And then she already adapted to just a slight forward lean, and just a slight because we still want to push weight through the heels. So it shouldn't all be in the toes. It's just a very small forward lean. And then the last cue is how long can your spine possibly get? So I'm going to put my hand at the top of the head, and I'm going to cue Amanda to grow all the way north. Now that we're here, inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, maintain that growing. Good. Inhale. Exhale, and I'm touching her everywhere I want her muscles turned on. Inhale. Good. Exhale. You're growing all the time. Hold the breath at the end of the exhale. Open and lift the rib cage. Beautiful. More, 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 more. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly inhale. Good. Stay right there. Keep growing and keep breathing. There's your inhale. Good. Inhale again, keeping these muscles on. Exhale, keep growing. You're always trying to get tall. You're not forgetting that slight forward lean. The knees are still slightly bent. She's still in neutral pelvis and she's still breathing. Beautiful. Let's do one more inhale. Exhale. We're still getting as tall as we can. Hold the breath at the end of the exhale. Open and lift those ribs. Look at that opening and that lifting. Beautiful. And even there, you're still trying to grow. Good. Slowly inhale. Beautiful. She gently let her organs come down. One more cycle here. Keep breathing. Beautiful. Exhale. Still growing. She's still turning these shoulder muscles on. Yes. Yes. Good. There's that last inhale. We exhale last time. I'm just cueing her to grow, grow, grow. She's going to hold her breath and lift the ribs. How beautiful is that? Hold for 5 and always think more, more, more. 3, 2, 1. Slowly inhale. Perfect. Okay, cut. For this next pose, we're going to be progressing into a forward bent position. So Amanda's feet are still going to be hip width apart. Toes are still going to be forward. And instead of a squat, I'm going to have her just come straight over forward. And the hands are going to be resting lightly with the fingers pointed inward. And she's really lifting her fingers and just barely putting pressure from her palms into her legs. Her back is perfectly straight. And now I'm going to cue Amanda to push her elbows into my hands and maintain that effort. And you're going to feel this in these little muscles on the sides of the shoulder blades. And then I'm going to cue her. Make this as straight as possible, as if there's a hose and you want no kinks in the hose. And I still want her growing and lengthening into my hand at the top of her head. So from here, go ahead and inhale. And then, yes, beautiful. Exhale and grow. Make the spine as long as possible. Keep that length. Yes. Exhale. Grow, 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 grow. One more breath. Exhale. Keep growing. Hold the breath at the end of the exhale. Open and lift the rib cage. Open, open, open. She has a beautiful vacuum. She's still putting effort in those elbows. Slowly inhale when ready. Beautiful. Stay right there. And again. Inhale. Still growing all the time. Exhale. Let's make this a little bit straighter right here. It takes a lot of effort, right? We've got to really bring those elbows out. There's that inhale, exhale. She's still growing. Just going to inhale one more time. Exhale, grow, grow, grow. Holding the breath at the end of the exhale. There's your gorgeous vacuum. And in the vacuum, I want you to grow. And at home, you might feel like you want to Kegel with it. Go ahead and give your pelvic floor a little squeeze. Go ahead and jump in on that. And slowly inhale when ready. Beautiful. And stay right there and keep growing. Yes. She's still growing all the time. We never stop the effort. This is training the muscles to stay turned on for our posture. Beautiful. Here's her third breath. She's going to exhale. She's going to keep growing. At the end of the exhale, she's going to hold the breath. Yes. Still putting effort there. Yes. Perfect. You can add the Kegel there and then slowly inhale. Perfect. Exhale. For this next pose, we're going to start on our knees. So I'm going to cue Amanda. Let's pull these toes in and underneath you. Turning on these muscles here to pull the toes in actually activates the transverse abdominis, and she can feel the effort that when she pulls the toes in, that happens. It also activates the glutes and the hamstrings, which is really, really nice. So we are going to start with our hands in this position. And we can start a little bit lower if the shoulders are tight. I'll actually show all three positions. So in here, I'm going to cue her to press her elbows out, as she's done before. And I'm also going to cue her to push her hands down and to keep all those muscles on around the shoulders. And just a hint of a forward lean, enough to fire on, yep, and just enough to fire things on to keep her from falling over. And yet again, I want her to grow as long as possible in the spine. So I am kind of pulling up on her occiput here, and I'm also putting my hand on top of her head to cue her. We're going to be pressing up. So from here, we inhale, exhale, and we're just growing, growing, growing. We're still putting that effort there. Beautiful. Inhale. Perfect. Exhale. Yeah, she's still growing. Inhale. Perfect. Exhale. Beautiful. Hold the breath. Lift and open that rib cage. Beautiful. Such a great vacuum here. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Keeping the arms in this position. She's going to go right into her breathing. She just did her inhale. She's growing. There's the second breath. Exhale. Perfect. One more inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. She's growing, putting all that effort into it. She's got that vacuum. Now in this vacuum, it really cues the pelvic floor, so you can add that little squeeze because you can already feel things lifting. And then slowly inhale through the nose. Perfect. Exhale. Yes. Beautiful. Still growing. Inhale. Yes. Exhale. Perfect. There's that. Look at how everything is staying turned on. Her transverse abdominis is not turning off. There's just too much to do here. Still growing. Yes. There's that vacuum. Perfect. Still growing. Still growing. Go ahead and add that Kegel internally. A little squeeze. And then that slow inhale through the nose. Perfect. Okay, next we're slowly going to come down into our next pose. We're going to put one hand down, the other hand down. We're going to keep hips over knees. Let's bring our forehead right to the mat so we can reach both hands in a V right out in front. This one's a bit of a challenge because now that we're here, I'm going to bring the hips back just a bit more. Good. We've got the toes pulled in, the anterior tib muscles are turned on, and I'm going to cue Amanda to press her hands into the floor, which will cue the transverse abdominis. And her forehead is resting on the floor, but she is still going to work. And now inhale, exhale, and I still want her to grow. So even though the forehead's on the floor, you're still doing so much work on this pose. There's her inhale, exhale, pressing hands into the mat. Beautiful. Inhale, even on the inhale, we're growing. Exhale. Perfect. Hold the breath. Open and lift the ribs. I love this one for prolapse. It just brings everything back in there. You can add the Kegel and then slowly inhale through the nose. Perfect. Exhale, still growing. Inhale, yes. Exhale, still growing and pressing. Inhale, exhale. Hold the breath. Opening and lifting the rib cage. She does such a beautiful job. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Stay right there one more time. Exhale, grow, grow, grow. Pressing the hands into the floor. Exhale, grow, grow, grow. Perfect. Inhale. Exhale. Hold the breath. Yes. Open and lift that rib cage. Perfect. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly inhale. Beautiful. Okay, from here we're going to make a slow, gentle transition to sitting on our bottom. So I'm going to have Amanda cross her legs behind her, slowly transition back so she's sitting on her bottom. Gonna have to sneak your legs out a little bit. We're back in crisscross applesauce. And so now the important thing in this one is to grab those toes and pull them in, turning these muscles on just like we did before. And if you're at home, you're gonna feel that just doing that turns that on quite a bit. So she's got that going. We'll start with the hands in this position. So we've been here before. It's all the same muscles. Now I'm actually gonna get behind her. I'm gonna get my whole leg behind her. I'm gonna make sure she's truly straight up and down. If you have a wall, that might be helpful at home. So now that she's perfectly straight up and down, it takes so much effort to stay here, we start our breath. Let's go ahead and inhale, perfect. Exhale, grow, press your elbows out into my hands, yes. Inhale, exhale, as you grow, you're pressing your hands lightly into the quads, perfect. There's her last inhale. Exhale, last time. She's still growing. She's going to hold her breath, open and lift the rib cage, and look at that. It's amazing. You can add that Kegel to it. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Still growing. Slowly inhale. And she exhales, goes right back into growing, growing, growing. The effort is still there. Yes. Good. Beautiful. There's that third inhale. There's that last exhale. There it is. Beautiful apnea. She's still growing. She's going to add a Kegel on the inside. And then she's going to slowly inhale and relax the pelvic floor with the organs and everything else. There's her breath. Keep going. One more round of this. There's second breath. Good. Third inhale. Still growing. Beautiful. Hold the breath. Opening and lifting the rib cage. So perfect, so beautiful. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly inhale. Perfect. After that, we're going to have a nice slow and gentle transition. So we're going to keep the knees bent. We're going to place the left hand on the floor. Gently bring the knees to the floor. We're going to tap into our inner mermaids here. We're going to slide that hand out, so that we can then roll on the back. Good. Bringing the knees up and slight bend. Perfect. From there, I'm actually going to bring her legs out a little bit further. She's still driving her knees into the floor. Toes are up. I'm going to bring her into a solid power pose here. Let's get both arms up into a V. Perfect. And in this V, you're going to be pressing your hands into the floor. So no break. It's actually a lot of work. And then growing as tall as she can. Still pressing through the heels, toes are pulling up. Inhale, exhale, and grow. Pressing the hands down, pressing the heels down. Inhale, still growing. Exhale, still growing. Make that spine as long as you can. Inhale, beautiful. Exhale, last time. She's still growing. Hold the breath. Open and lift the rib cage. You can really see this vacuum here. Now that she's got the apnea, we're going to lift the hips up into a bridge. Perfect. Slowly inhale through the nose. Slowly exhale as you lower. 2 more times, just like that. Pressing the hands and the heels. Inhale. Exhale. Make that spine long. Good. Inhale. Still growing. Exhale. Make that spine long. Even on the inhale, try to make that spine long. Good. Pressing the hands, pressing the heels. There's the last exhale. Hold the breath. Open and lift the ribs. Beautiful. Bridge the bottom up. Feel all your organs slide up and in. Slowly inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, lower the hips down. Beautiful. One more time. Press the hands and the heels. There's her inhale. She's exhaling and growing. Inhale. Exhale, grow. Sorry, hip width apart. Inhale. Exhale, last time. Still growing, still growing. Holding the breath. Open and lift the rib cage. Yes. Bridge that bottom up. Feel your organs come back within you. Slowly inhale. And exhale and lower. Perfect. Beautiful. And after you've completed your practice and you ended on the floor, it's very recommended that you enjoy a nice little Shavasana. So if you've completed your practice, go ahead and uncross everything, open up, and just lay here and breathe and relax for a few minutes. You've worked really, really hard. You might be a little lightheaded from all that breathing, so please just lay and relax for a few minutes before you get up and move on with your day. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you feel amazing after this practice. Bye-bye.